Ooh, my goodness, I'm sorry. My gosh. Running around. I'm a mom. I got to do the mom thing first. I am sorry. We are live. Y'all, I ran. I was like, oh my God, I got people waiting for me. I got to hurry up. I got to go. I got to go. I ran. I ran for you guys. I am sorry. First of all, let me just say I'm very sorry I'm late, but um I have a sitter, so I want to make sure that, with some of these topics that we're talking about, that I have somebody set up. Now, the sitter has been taking baby bunny out, so it's a process, y'all. I have to make sure that everything's ready. I have to make sure that, all her stuff is set up and, so it's not like, here you go take my kid. No, the sitter takes her out. They have fun. But I really try to make it, because she's out for a good hour and a half that we're going to be here. And, I got to make sure everything's well. Okay. We live now. So I apologize again. I didn't appreciate the person that was running mouth in my chat. Be nice in my chat, okay? Be nice. This is my casa. Y'all are invited to my house, okay? Thank you. But just be nice. And I promise you, if I'm running late, please note that it's not like I'm doing my hair and nails, y'all. I'm really running late because I have a baby bunny and I gotta tend to her first. We live now. Let me let the Discord know that and shout out to the Discord people. Shout out to Tinkle Tits. Thank you, Tinkle, for gifting things in my Discord. I wish I knew how to really work Discord very well, but I struggle with Discord. Okay, I really do. Yo, whew. I'm out of breath. That's not good. That's not good. Thank you, Tiff. You don't need to justify, Rabbit. Thank you for letting the people know. Thank you. Thank you, Rando from Iowa. Thank you. Y'all are amazing. Thank you, guys. Shout out to my beautiful, wonderful parents and caretakers out there. Y'all know what I mean. You got to make sure that your kids are well and everything. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure she wasn't going to be running around. I've had her here, but this time it's like I want the sitter to take her out. I could have. Oh well, thank you so much. Into the Twilight Zone with Jance. Thank you. I have a wonderful person that moderates, my beautiful, wonderful mod Vic, who moderates a lot. But thank you for the offer. I appreciate it. Who we cussing out today, says Pika. We're good. Whew. All right. Keep it 1K daily. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you. You guys, we have so much to get into today. Three specific things that are in my title that I got to talk to you guys about. We're going to definitely review some of the stuff that we talked about, at least in the pre-recorded video regarding Celeste and David, and just this information that has kind of come out. I got people fighting in my comments about whether the image is real or not. We're going to get into that at the very end. We're going to get into Jeremy Renner because I got some stuff to tell you guys. And I have some stuff to tell you. I've been sitting on some stuff, and I don't like to keep things away from people. Like when I know something, I like to tell you guys. But I've been sitting on some stuff that I have to tell you. Okay. Stevie OD, thank you so much for this super sticker. Thank you, love. And oh my goodness, Ella, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. Y'all, if you've been blessed, make sure you guys are putting, hearts in the chat. We have a wonderful giving community. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. And thank you again, keeping it 1K and Stevie OD. Thank you. All right, guys. So let's get into this. I want us to get into the first topic. Have you guys been following the whole Levy? Is it Livy Rose? Not Levy. Livy Rose. What is it? Henderson situation. Okay. Livy Rose Henderson situation. Put one in the chat. Do I have any Door Dashers here in the chat? Shout out to the wonderful Door Dashers. But have you guys been following the Livy Rose Henderson situation regarding DoorDash and all the craziness that happened there? And I know like DoorDash is always a good thing. I've had family that does DoorDash. You're a Dasher. So the only Angie, does it get kind of crazy in the Dashes? Let me know when you're dropping off food and stuff like that. The Uber drivers, it can get really kind of crazy. You can make really good money off of it and everything. Shout out to you guys. But it gets a little crazy, right? You DoorDash for one day and I got paid $20 after 5 hours, never again. Really? You see, and I've seen people make a lot of money out of the DoorDash, right? So there is a woman who was like a DoorDasher, okay? And I'm sure some of you guys might have heard this situation, okay? So in October, I think it was October 12th of this year, uh, Livy Rose Henderson, who was a DoorDash driver, she claims that she was doing a delivery and she saw a man inside his home lying on a couch with his pants down. Okay. So just think about it. For those Door Dashers that are out there, you're delivering food and stuff like that. You're just doing your job, and you're doing your job, and like you thinking you're knocking at a door, but the door's already open. There's a man that's lying on the couch, what seems to be exposed with his pants down. Okay. Livy Rose Henderson decides to record a video of this, and then she later posted that video on TikTok, saying that she was a victim of a SA to a certain degree. She basically said that the door was left wide open and intentionally so she could see him. I don't know if you guys have ever, walked into a situation where like somebody, how do I say this? What is it? What is the word? There's a word for a person that intentionally exposes themselves, and they get like instant gratification off of it. I forgot what the word is. It's a very specific kind of word. I've seen that. That has happened to me a couple times. Exhibitionist. Thank you. I'm like I've said it before. How come it went away? Um, Not your business. You said not your business. Just drop the food. Lord have mercy. Oh, okay. Say more. Shout out to Sister Carf. She's like, Rabbit, it's not your business. Drop the food and walk away. A flasher. There's some voyeurism to this. You're right. You guys are right. Okay. Because there is some voyeuristic things, but people get gratification. I have been flash. And then I didn't know what the hell that like it's happened to me a couple times. One time I'll tell you guys a story when I worked in, government very, very early on when I started. Um, what do you do as a caseworker? You go and you visit homes, right? You're knocking at doors and you're visiting homes. In more than one occasion, I would set up the appointment because I don't like doing, hey, surprise visit. I'm not like that, believe it or not. I was never like that because I really believe that families need, everybody's got their own stuff going on, right? There are people that do it different. So I would call ahead and I would say, hey, I'm coming over to your house at this time. Does this work? So in like 2 occasions that I've set up appointments and the person on the phone would be like, yeah, that's fine. 2 times I've had people answer the door on me naked. No clothes. Okay? No clothes. So it is something that does happen. Now, again, this was an appointment. This wasn't like a oops, this is an appointment, right? You're expecting somebody to come over, right? They literally opened the door and they had nada on. So this was a thing. Okay. And mind you, they already, these 2 specific people had charges in their background, believe it or not. That was, it's not very good charges, right? As it pertains to showing themselves. So this was a thing. I mean, people do this, and it is a gratification thing. And it's I don't know, it's like, it's, they get off on your reaction. So when I heard this story, I'm not surprised that this is something that happened. I wouldn't necessarily call it SA. That's up to argument. Like we can argue about that. I wouldn't necessarily call it a sexual assault because I don't think that that's the correct label as far as like as far as an exhibitionist goes, right? But apparently, this is what Livy Rose Henderson called it. She said that she recorded it and she says she was a victim of SA because of it. She suggests that the door was left wide open intentionally so that she would see this person. Okay. Now, the reaction that people had 2 days after she recorded the incident, her DoorDash account was deactivated. So DoorDash was like, no, girl, you're done. And I remember her taking it to TikTok, right? And her talking about it and talking about, I lost my income because of this, because I exposed them. And there was a lot of rage out there from a lot of either you understood where she was coming from or you didn't. I'm not here to convince you otherwise. I just know that this is a thing that people do, right? That they show themselves to get a reaction from the person that's opening the door. So the girl, let me tell you what happened, y'all. So there was this outrage. 2 days after she reported the incident, her DoorDash account was deactivated. DoorDash made a public statement that they deactivated her account, not because she reported the assault, but because she posted a video from inside a customer's home, sharing personal details, which violated their privacy policies. Okay. So kind of like what Sister Craft said right there, shout out to her. She said, you leave the food there and then you walk away. If the door is wide open, it doesn't require your knocking, right? It doesn't. So if I'm a caseworker and I'm going out there and the door's open and I see that my client is, butt naked, okay, because that's what we're going to do. It's just full frontal, whatever it may be. I'm gonna look, and that's what I see. Sir, ma'am, I'll come back when you're in a more decent space. I'll be in my car waiting for you. Let me know when you come outside when you're ready for me to come in. Or she could have said, well, there's your food, I'm out of here, and then reported the incident to police, DoorDash. No, she made a video, right? And then the shit goes viral, right? So all of that goes viral and it goes crazy. And, of course, people got a lot to say. You have people that support her and people that don't. You have people that are like, well, she's just doing her job and now she can't do her job. And people are basically dragging this girl. They also said that they deactivated the customer's DoorDash account. So not only did her account get deactivated, so did the customer. So the customer also lost here. Levy Henderson said that she made multiple attempts to appeal that decision, but her appeal was denied quickly and she didn't get to have like a clear explanation. She also claimed that TikTok, and this is what happened with TikTok, removed her videos and issued strikes against her account. If you're posting a video of a person, whether it's blurred or not, and this is the other part that people need to understand. If you're posting a video of a person that's, not fully clothed, blurred or not, people are these social media accounts are actually taking action by removing your account. So that is that's a risk that you run. She says she reported the incident to police. According to her, the responding officer questioned whether criminal charges could be filed because, again, she's calling it SA. In some states, somebody flashing you is not necessarily SA. I believe it's like indecent exposure, okay? Because the man was inside his own residence, even though he wasn't clothed, he was still in his property. And so there is a question about whether charges would have been filed. There's this legal debate, and this is exhibitionism, okay, which could be a crime in some states or something else. There is instant gratification to this situation. There have been allegations against her, right? So some social media users are questioning questioning parts of her story, whether she pushed the door, whether, what she did exactly in this. But anyway, so there's been a lot of critics in both ways. Well, guys, she's been arrested. She has been arrested. Levy Rose Henderson, who's 23 years old, by the way. She's from New York. She was arrested on November 10th for unlawful surveillance and disseminating unlawful surveillance images after entering the customer's home on October 12th, 2025, and recording him asleep on his couch with his pants down. So somehow, if that man was an exhibitionist, he's now become a victim of this because he was inside of his property. He didn't come out and receive her butt naked. He was in his property, okay? Despite the fact that there are instructions, and it sounded like she was instructed for contactless delivery, okay? She opened the door, filmed the scene, and posted a blurred version of on TikTok. What I said is like, even if the person is blurred, you could still get your account banned, all right? And then she falsely claimed that the man intentionally exposed himself. So this is when DoorDash took after further investigation, they took the incident and they kind of just deactivated both. Okay. There was ring footage confirming that the customer's unawareness, no charges were filed against the man due to the lack of criminal intent. So now She is the one that's being held responsible. How do you figure that? If he was asleep, and it sounds like it wasn't just her camera, because remember, she was filming herself. Okay. It wasn't just her camera. It sounds like there was a ring door camera thing happening. So she's been arrested, in charge. Okay. She should have never have taken a video. She should have called the police and then left it there. But mind y'all, if it's contactless, delivery, all you have to do is put the food, just like Sister Craft said, put the food there, knock at the door, and make your merry way out, right? She did not have permission to enter the property. Now that's interesting, because I've had people, and this is not, I haven't done a video about this situation, but I've had people outside of here. We were talking about this case, and we're like, well, what do you make of this? Because you literally, you literally filmed yourself in the making of this crime. Then you come out here and you're wanting to strike outrage. And then when they further investigated the situation, well, the person that made the delivery said, I don't want contact with you. So you can walk around naked in your house, right? It wasn't like he opened the door and he was, he answered the door and he was naked. That to me would be like, okay, that's a little bit more, even though he's in his house, that's a little bit more deliberate. The two situations that I've had were very deliberate, I think. And I had to report, I had to, tell my, write my reports about it, because I'm like, you walking around like this with your children in the house? I mean, it hits a little bit different, right? But I don't think that the lady is a victim, but there are some people that are arguing otherwise. And I guess we just have to see where you guys land with that. I don't know. Let me see if I can read some comments. Now, let me just say, hold up. The original video release. Hold up. Because she was yelling. She was saying that she was a victim of this. See if I can share this with you guys. Do I really have that many tabs open? Oh my goodness. Every time I do
The
something.
victim.
We now have the original.
This is a man's world. I'm the victim. Remember, I'm the victim.
We now have the original. Now, she was told to leave the food at the front door. The man is in his own home, sleeping, not standing at the front door waiting for her or looking for an interaction. And according to many people, the door was only a crack open, and she looked inside, opened the door further, recorded him, and then posted it. She was not essayed. There was no physical contact. She went looking for this. And that's exactly what DoorDash said in their response. They didn't take away from her experience. They said this was wrong and no one should ever have to go through something like that. They said they immediately began investigating, but the fact that she posted a video of a customer in their home and disclosed their personal details publicly is a clear violation of their policies. Let me know what you guys think about this, and as always, I'll keep you guys updated.
This is a man's world. I'm the victim. Remember, I'm the victim.
We now have the
Lord have mercy. Well, she's behind bars, or at least she was charged. When a victim cloud chasing backfires, love it. We need to call people out on this. Oh, you're going to love my next commentary that I'm about to tell you guys. Okay. So this is, I think, okay. You guys are going to hate me in the comments because you're going to be like, oh, Rabbit, you're just, it's not that I'm an empath, is that I always want to believe that, young people can learn a lesson from bad situations, right? She is 23 years old, and the internet is forever going to remember this. But we are coming at a time that there are people out there that are misusing this victimology part. Like I said, there are people that have been, flashed. Stuff like this does happen. But to do all this, when you're the one recording, you're setting things up, you were told how to leave the food. Is what I said. Shout out to the DoorDashers, but don't ever do the most like this girl right here and think that you're going to get away with it, because you're not. And then you put it on your TikTok, and then she went viral, and she there's a lot of people that she's gained support from. There's a lot of people that she's gained support from. And then there are people out there that they don't they're like, no, you don't do this. This is why I have a stool that sits away from my door on the porch, and the directions are to leave the food on the stool so they don't have to walk up to my door. That's a good idea, Vic. Like, you don't even have to ring the doorbell, right? You said science says that our brain isn't fully developed yet. I think that's what it is, baby K. That is like, I know that at the age of, what is it, 23 or 20, your brain for the women, shout outs to us women, unless you have babies, that's the other thing you have to kind of keep in mind. Your brain doesn't stop like for us, it stops growing at the age of 23. And then if you have a baby or if you've suffered from some trauma because of the hormones, it takes a minute for you to develop in certain areas. So you're right. This is why I have a lot of empathy. I do, even though some people don't deserve the empathy. Okay. Now, are people manipulative? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. She reported it to her boss and to the police. That's all she could have done. That's right, Reed, to escape. That's all she had to do. Just report it to your boss, report it to the police, and that's what it is. You said, what? That's a good question. Why isn't she being charged with at least trespassing? I don't know. That's a great question. I don't like walking into people's houses. I don't like going over to people's houses. I know it's crazy, but I really try to avoid it. I don't like people coming over to my house. Like if I'm having a party, which is very rare, or a get together, it's a little bit different, but like I really, really do be careful. That's why I'm like, I could, shout out to the DoorDashers. I have family members at DoorDash, but leave the food. I would be picking the ones that say contactless because I don't want to talk to you and I don't want to see you. I don't even know I don't care about your food. I don't even want the food in the car because some people don't take care of their cars. They got pets, they got trash. I have children. Sometimes my car is messy. I don't want people's food in there. So it's like I have this thing where I'm like, I don't even like going out to eat. I'd rather cook my food. That's why I'm like, that's the reason why you got to be careful, man, because people are ready to just want to do something to go viral. And I'm not trying to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail. Okay. You just got to be careful. So, ew, not spitting on the onion. First of all, I don't like onion rings, but not spitting on the onion rings. I can't do that. Like I see some people that, and shout out to y'all, but if you keep up, your car clean and everything, shout out to you guys. I just can't. I don't like going to people's houses. Don't come to my house. And I don't like ordering out. I don't be doing that. You shouldn't trust the Ubers for meals. Lord have mercy. Not for meals. Oh man. Let's move on. Okay. Can we move on? Because like Rando Gal, there are some people. This is a pretty segue to the next situation that I'm about to tell you. And I might get blocked, but that's okay. Oh man. Shout out to Chico. There's a couple of people in my mods and some people that are close to me that, some people might be knowing about what's going on or what happened during the week. So, let me see. I'm going to show you guys a picture that is just a bit disturbing to me. A week ago, I want to say it was Saturday, I did a video that was very, very, it was about Jeremy Renner. If you guys don't know who Jeremy Renner, he's the actor that was in the Marvel. I'm going to show you guys a picture. Here it is. This situation right here, okay? I did a video. The first video that I did was like on a Saturday, and there wasn't a whole lot of people. I found the situation to be interesting. Okay. This woman right here, she basically put a bunch of receipts on her channel and basically said that Jeremy Renner, this is how she started talking about this. She said that Jeremy Renner was basically pursuing her and forcing her to be in like a relationship or something like that. She said all this. They had worked on a project together. She had showed a text message about Jeremy Renner calling ICE on her. Okay, this is what she did. So as somebody that feels very passionately about ICE, right? And I've seen ICE be weaponized even before the situation that's happening now. ICE has been weaponized in so many ways. The U visa has been weaponized in so many ways, right? So when she posted this freaking text message between her and Jeremy, and she told people that he was sending her, corn messages, okay, and she was, I don't want to be with you. There's this type of situation, right? I took it hard because I'm like, nobody should be in a situation like that, right? Then, after I did my video, then a couple days later, she does this walk and talk interview with TMZ. And the walk and talk interview was freaking disgusting because it literally made me see her in a light that I was like, what are you doing? Okay. You said this man was threatening to call ICE on you. You said all kinds of things. And then come to find out that she was actually in a relationship with them. That they had, or not even in a relationship with them, that they were, lack of a better term, they were effing around. Okay. They were, they had a consensual thing going on at some point. Okay. That's what they did. So then she does this walk and talk interview. And this walk and talk interview, which I did a reaction of. This is it, right, y'all? Like, tell me you didn't call TMZ and they didn't meet you downstairs. Look at this shit. I'm going to let you guys watch it. Then I have to tell you the craziness that happened after I give commentary about this interview.
Ask you, you've been in the press a little bit lately about the recent legal situation with Jeremy Renner. I wanted to ask you about that and kind of just ask you what's true, what's not true.
Well, first of all, I have been supported by the media since always, so it's not like I needed anything to advertise for anything or for myself. And I have to say that right now, I'm really happy that I can speak out and I have the support of the media to voice my concerns, my sorrow, and what I went through. And I'm happy that the media has been giving me opportunity, that the media has been fair to me in the reporting. Okay. So I want to be grateful. I want to be, grateful also to the fans for voicing their opinion about the situation. I think what I would like to say is, as women, it's okay to voice your opinion under the First Amendment. It's okay to share if you feel uncomfortable, if you feel frightened sometimes, if you feel disappointed like I have been. And I thought it was love, maybe true love, maybe growing love. But
when she interviewed with the Daily, this is what really struck me some type of way. I thought it was love. I thought it was true love. You said that this man wouldn't leave you alone. You initially said that. She said a lot, okay? And it really just took me back to just like, okay, so where are we going with this? What are you saying with this?
But it seems that he thinks otherwise. Yeah. And it's okay. Opinions are subjective, right? Yeah, absolutely. And I'm very happy that I have the chance.
Let me ask you a question. I was on your side for a minute. Can you tell me why she cropped the message and didn't show the entire message? That's the question that I have. And like I said, y'all, I told you this, when I talked about this really got to me because I have seen ICE be weaponized. Before all of this that's happening now with ICE and the things that people are saying, right? Please note that. Why was the ICE message cropped? I don't give a shit about a Jerry. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan. And I'm not a fan of many of these celebrities. Please note that, okay? Why did she crop that message about ICE? Why put something like that out unless you're not really ready to sit on it and say, like, this is the threat that he made to me? It's not even giving full context. So that got me thinking. You guys are not ready for me to tell you what I'm about to tell you next.
To be able to speak up, and I'm really happy also, and I want to thank also Mr. Singer, who also represented me. His firm represented me, so I want to also thank him for being a peacemaker, even if he's representing the other party right now.
She's thanking Marty Singer, who's representing Jeremy Renner. She basically took or cropped Jeremy Renner's voice to use it as AI. Some of the documents and the things that she's posting on social media, I don't know if they've been authenticated because she says that this is Jeremy and he signed it. If you look at those signatures, they look different. Okay. This is her side of the situation. But let me ask you guys a question. Who the heck, who does this? Who does, this is the crazy part. I said, oh, you got to be, what in this promotion is this? Zhou, MeToo 2025. Go look at her profile, and it's literally nothing but a promotion to a Me Too movement. Zhou, Me Too 2025. I'm not even done telling y'all what else I have to tell you. Hold up, Linda. It's going to be a crop video too because it'll be a little bit more condensed. So I'm looking at this video, y'all, this walk and talk interview, and I'm just like, are you a victim of Jeremy Renner? Are you a victim? Did he threaten ICE on you because you didn't want to leave a relationship? Or are you upset that this man doesn't want to keep contact? Which one is it? Like, which one is it?
So I just want to say thank you, and we would love to work towards a peaceful resolution because we need peace in this world.
She wants a peaceful resolution with Marty Singer and Jeremy Renner. When you are in this side and you're a victim of somebody, whether you're a trafficking victim, a victim of DV, and you could be deported, right? Whatever it may be, this is not it, y'all. This is not what you see when somebody's clearly worried. This woman wants to be seen. TMZ's coming outside. Hey, can we clear some of these, allegations? As she's drinking her Starbucks cup. What are we doing?
We don't want war. We don't want more war. We don't want more conflict. And that's how I would like to resolve. And I hope we can have more compassion and more forgiveness for each other and for every other people who reach out to me to tell me their story.
I do want to ask, he kind of said that, Jeremy said that you came onto him. You were saying otherwise, that it was actually him who came onto you and was sending you pictures.
It's interesting.
Why do you think he said that?
Well, I just think it's the reverse playbook when they feel...
And she has said this, right? But what if I told you Jeremy Renner isn't the first person that she's done this to? What if I told you that in 2019, there was a lawsuit of a man who worked in her company and he sued her for wrongful termination? What if I told you that there was also some sexual harassment situations where allegedly she was harassing him in 2019 before Jeremy Renner? What if I told you that this has been done before? Hold up. I'm not even done telling you what I have to tell you. Hold up.
Accused is a template they share to say the female actually was there. But I think it works if it was in the past, when people didn't have social media, didn't have all these digital media. So it was he said, she said, and nobody can prove it. Now we live in a world where it's all digitalized. We have a digital trace and metadata. So it's no longer he said, she said. It's more difficult to prove. So, yeah.
And you have those receipts to prove that?
Yeah, and I have posted everything, and I wanted to share.
She had posted everything. Everything is cropped, okay? If you look, y'all have to look at the receipts. And when she interviewed with the Daily Mail asked her, or at least to produce everything, she wouldn't. Okay, why are things cropped?
Honesty, transparency, but hopefully, we can move towards a peaceful resolution. That's all we hope for.
And even in one of those messages, there was, a comment made about calling ICE on you. What was that like for you?
Well, of course, it's difficult because, you don't want to be threatened and everything, especially by your significant other.
Okay.
Well, at least I believe he was my significant other.
You don't want to be threatened by your significant other. They're asking her about that ICE message that's cropped.
And especially, I'm just here and everything is okay. And also, that's it.
I'll let you go in a sec, but I do want to ask, you just you thought he was your significant other initially. Things kind of went left quickly, but, there were good times that you two had together, or, do you want to...
I think there's a good side of him, and I hope he can develop more that side of him, and if he works more on towards those directions, I think he can be a good person in the long run. But he needs to put in work, and most of all, have respect for women and to dignify us, because we're not objects, and we should be treated with respect. And that's all I'm asking for. And I'm voicing not to get any settlement money. I don't want that. I just want other women to feel safe, to be able to speak up and to say what they went through with anybody.
And lastly,
he's threatened to sue her. They haven't talked about settlement money. He's threatened to sue her, right? Not specifically on this would be one thing, but on the use of his AI, of the use of AI with Jeremy Renner's voice. That's what the threat is.
Like you said, you're looking for peace with this situation. You know, do you see it heading towards that resolution?
Yes, I think we're heading towards that resolution. I'm very positive, and I'm appealing to Mr. Singer that can make it happen, and I'm very positive it will happen.
All right, thank you.
Okay. All right, so now I got to tell you guys something. So I did a reaction video about that interview. Okay. Now, some of you guys did not show it a lot of love. I'm just saying, you guys got to go watch it. That reaction video, it sounds like it upset her. I don't think she liked it. I don't think she liked that reaction video. I followed her on IG because I was watching some of the receipts and the things that were developing, right? So, and I get a message from her. Now, I'm not going to show these messages because, you know, I'm not going to do that. But she's walking and talking with TMZ, right? And, you know, I said what I said. I said, this is so weird. It feels disingenuous. It feels like you're not like being truthful about what's going on. She messaged me and she says that she wanted to clarify. I did not say the opposite, but I said in life, we need a peaceful resolution. Would appreciate if you can correct. She wanted me to correct my video. Thank you for the other video you did last week. So apparently she watched the first video that I did. And I was a little taken back. So I was like, I don't know what it is that you want me to correct, girl. Like, what is it that you want me to correct? So then I started talking to, you know, my people, and I was like, I'm so confused because I don't know what it is that she wants me to correct. I messaged her back and I said, what part of the video do you feel is opposite that needs to be corrected? If you can explain to me specifically, I would appreciate it. She responds right away. Girl responds right. She's like, oh, okay, let me do this right now. I love your work and your devotion to the cause you promote. Didn't know she watched the channel. Cute compliments, but I didn't know she watched the channel, which is fine. I mean, maybe she does. I don't know. She didn't tell me what she liked that I promoted. Just to say that I lied is not okay. But I did not change my stand. I only suggest that we come to peaceful terms, which is what she said on that TMZ walk and talk thing. I want peace, world peace, right? I mean, you're out here making very specific allegations, or you're saying that this man threatened ICE on you. This is serious, especially for a lot of us that are first generation or, you know, have families that are directly impacted by ICE. This is a huge thing. You're going to invoke a lot of rage on a lot of people. And I was invoked. Okay, I was. She says, it's not, she said, just to say that I lied is not okay. I did not change my stand. I only suggest that we come to peaceful terms. I would really appreciate if you can revise because I love your work and really hurts me to see that it got misunderstood by someone I admire like yourself. So apparently she admires me. I had no idea. I did. That's cute. You know, I just don't know her like that, you know. She says that she was upset. She admires me. She says, I love your work and it really hurts me to see that it got misunderstood by someone I admire like yourself. Okay, maybe she followed something else that I did, but I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so it keeps going. I said, thank you for the compliments. I did say thank you for the compliments. I have fixed the title, which I did because I had put, she lied about Jeremy Renner. Because that's my opinion. I felt like she lied, especially after watching this. And then hearing out about some other stuff that I'll tell you guys. I'm not done. Let's keep going. She said, I said to her, thank you for the compliments. I have fixed the title with question mark. You spoke about the First Amendment in the TMZ interview. My feelings about the situation are that it doesn't seem like you're being very forthcoming. And I still feel that way, in my opinion. This is a very contentious climate with ICE. These crop messages don't settle very well with many of us. To clarify, I said, I can offer you my this is what I said to her. I can offer you my platform to speak and clarify, or I can do a video saying that we spoke via IG and you asked that I correct or clarify. It doesn't change my opinion at this time about the situation. However, this is what I can offer. I'm not going to re-edit my video. I'm not going to move my stuff around if I felt the way that I felt. Having an opinion is not defamation. It just isn't. Okay. And the title was fixed to say, did Zhou lie about Jeremy Renner? But the video itself stays the same because I don't think that there's anything defamatory about pulling apart your interview and the things that you have said. She then responds and says that this whole thing is to encourage women, to pick a resolution. And it's okay that, that we pick, peaceful resolutions, even though people harm us. And it still keeps going, right? And there's a level of like, when she writes her text messages, sometimes she uses the AI summary. And I think it's because she's speaking to the IG. So there are parts that are like easy to misunderstand. And I had said this to her. I said, I'm confused by your message, but I think what you're saying is that you're not taking the stance back, that you still stand on all the allegations that you have made. And that's what you're doing. And she's like, well, I just want world peace, a peaceful resolution, and all this other stuff. Okay. She wants world peace. Okay. I guess that's cute. That's what we want, right? I left it at that. I said, all right, I'm just going to leave this and walk away. I don't know what else to say. It was the most awkward thing ever. Okay, it really was. To a certain degree, it was like, what are we doing here? And what was this all about? Okay, because you're out here making these kinds of allegations. Well, I came across another person on IG, another platform. And this other person on IG, she also was contacted by Zhou to change her narrative or like to do different things with her opinion. Okay. I got in contact with this other creator. Shout out to her. I'm going to show you guys who she is. And you guys got to go check her out. I haven't put her description. She has a channel on YouTube, but she's mainly on TikTok. And this is Sweet and Salty Lynn. Okay. Very nice lady. I told her we should do a collab because she could probably tell us about her experience. But she was contacted and had very lengthy conversations with Zhou, and she's been blocked by her at this point. The reason I know about this other lawsuit is because of that, because of Salty Lynn. I had no Sweet and Salty. I had no idea about this other lawsuit. I watched a video. So there was another man who she did the very same thing to. And I was like, I got to pull that lawsuit. I went to the Los Angeles, Superior Court. She never I'm going to show you guys this lawsuit real quick. And we might not review all of this, but he did sue her. Okay. Yeah. Basically blocked her. And then she told me that she was using all kinds of like AI accounts. You kind of know that it's her to kind of correct whatever her opinion is. So she was going under her account. So she's watching everything online, right? And apparently people, I mean, when you're out here, and especially if it's a celebrity or whatever it may be, like I said, I'm not, however you feel about Jeremy Renner, whatever it may be, if you stand for the truth, let it be for the truth. You can't just, and I've said this before, I believe in victims, not just all women, right? There's a saying that says, believe all women. No, I believe victims, because both men and women can be victimized. And when you receive information from someone that's a victim, what do? You sit down on it and you review it and figure out what logically makes sense. What are the facts? What evidence do they have? And please note that there's a lot of people out there that get victimized that don't ever have evidence of them being victimized, right? And so I really want us to be realistic about how we see this situation. And this is why the Me Too movement gets a lot of bad rap, because you have people that do utilize it in a way that is just weaponized. You can call anything an essay now, and the guy just is an exhibitionist, which is different. Doesn't mean you weren't violated, but it's a different kind of violation, right? We need to be careful with how we accept how people are throwing things out there. And I've said this many, many times before. And some people may not like my stance in that, but this is just by having experience. People, unfortunately, do lie. They do lie. And I hate it. I do. Because you're taking away the empathy, my time, the stress, my tears, my heart, my time that I listened to you and I heard you. And then you're weaponizing things like ICE or CPS or the government or social media outrage. We need to get smarter about the way in which people are doing this shit, because it happens and you ruin people's lives. But until we wake up and we realize that both men and women can be victims, then we'll start having an open conversation of what that actually looks like. I know some people may not like that stance, but we've seen it time and time again, guys. In 2019, okay? In 2019, now again, she's over here making this Zhou, Me Too 2025. In 2019, she basically, now I want you to think about the time frame, okay? Because this was around the time, this was before COVID. And there was a man by the name of Anthony Simone who filed a lawsuit against her. I'm going to try to zoom in here. Now, hold up. Okay. I think I have it on a Google Drive. Oh, there it is. Okay. I was like, how come I can't pull it? Here it is. He filed a lawsuit against her. Okay. Now, this opened. Give me one sec. Not Docu. Let me see if I can open with DocuHub, because that's a better view. I don't like the way it looks here. Okay, got it. Okay, yes, we're going to do it with DocuHub, not Google. Sorry about that. Looks weird. Let's put it right over here. And is this it? Yeah. This is the lawsuit. This was in 2019. And shout out to her. Again, shout out to Sweet and Salty Lynn. And we're going to do something during the week where we could talk about what happened. Now, Sweet and Salty Lynn also follows the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni situation. I haven't followed it that closely, so I can't even tell you all of it. But she's one that's really been getting to the nitty gritty. She also, in our conversation, let me know that she fell for this. She felt for her. And then when she started kind of peeling the onion, it just didn't look very well. So in 2019, a man by the name of Anthony Simone sued Zhou and the company. And it was for sexual harassment. Okay. Sexual harassment, failure to prevent harassment, retaliation, wrongful termination, intentional infliction of emotional distress, negligent infliction of emotional distress, declaration relief, injunctive relief, slander, and libel. And the pure allegations. In March of 2019, Simone began training Zhou through Equinox. So he's a trainer. Okay. Simone was a personal trainer employed by Equinox Fitness. Zhou was a member of Equinox. Zhou hired Simone through Equinox to provide personal training sessions to her. Zhou immediately started to send flirtatious text messages to Simone, suggesting that she was interested in pursuing a sexual relationship with him. By the way, side note, this woman she also publicly stated that she had a long distance relationship with Jared Leto. This was just recently. Jared Leto, for those that are like, all pro this and that and Me Too. I want you to think about the allegations that have been made against Jared Leto in 2025. And let me tell you what I find to be very funny about those allegations. She's basically saying that she had a relationship with him, right? Jared Leto has yet to sue anybody that has made allegations against him. And some of those were minors. 9 women came forward. Okay. He didn't go out there and say, I'm going to clear my name. No, he has yet to file anything against any of those alleged 9 victims. So then this woman in 2025 decides, I'm going to tell the people in the world that I had a relationship with Jared Leto and it was very long distance. We had a sexual kind of encounter and then it was long distance. And now you want a Me Too 2025? If y'all wake up, because I'm telling you, this is not what that was meant for. But what was the reason for all of that? So now you dated Jared Leto, you were with him. What was that?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I just explained the reason.
What was the reason, bitch?
I don't need to explain myself to you. And
what was the reason?
What was the reason? That's crazy. It's crazy. I heard that. I was like, you have got to be kidding me on that when I heard about the Jared Leto. So she's sending him, this trainer in 2019 was sending him messages telling him that she was interested in him, okay? In 2019, Zhou hired Simone privately to train her at her home, okay? So in late April of 2019, Zhou hired Simone to hired him directly to train her at home. In addition to the training sessions at Equinox, Zhou also said that she will be hiring and paying Simone through her company. So this is where that wrongful termination comes in. In April of 2019, Zhou said in a text message to Simone that her team will send you an NDA to sign. She was making people sign NDAs and some infos they need to pay you through her company. So he signs his W-9 statement, okay, and then provides all the banking info and everything to Zhou Studios, okay? And then there's like email representatives with the HR and stuff to the studio. Simone tried to discuss the terms of his employment with Zhou directly, but Zhou directed him to discuss those issues with their company's HR, okay? For payment, I think it's best you email and discuss with them. I have staff to finance. And then y'all can see the little happy face right there. Simone thereafter provided the requested information and documents to the studio so that he could be paid. So soon after he was employed, he needed to tell, Zhou felt like she needed to tell Simone, that her company was financially successful and that they made 15.5 million. So this is kind of like how she entangled him. Like, this company is great, okay? Zhou flirtatious and sexual messages increase over time, culminating in repeated demands that Simone have sex with her. So she hires this man as a trainer, personal trainer, supposedly gets all his information for this company that is under her name, and then she starts sending him personal messages. She says, and I quote, "I want a piece of you every day. I should have a BF like your type personality, patient and chill." On May 1st, 2019, Zhou suggested that she use him for sex while she looked for a boyfriend. "I want you to be my Anthony and 1 and 2 and my mock guy I practice with while I found the right one. P.S. For the mock guy, you told me I can practice with you, so I might give you a try, LOL. You can rate me like they do, LOL. You should be giving yourself more to me. You're $1 million, baby. I calculate things very well. Not rich, stupid at all." If your boss is sending you these kinds of messages and you're like, "I'm just trying to train you and make my money and go," that's what you try to do. It further goes, for the most part, Simone just Anthony ignored these messages, okay? In response, Zhou became more explicit and demanding. On May 2nd, 2019, she texted, "I need a non-emotional, non-strings attached F buddy. LOL. I don't have one now. That would make me more relaxed than message. She's telling this man that she's hired, that she needs an F buddy. Okay? And by the way, when the commentator, Sweet and Salty Lynn, found out about this lawsuit and she started, kind of exposing this, what did Zhou do? She went on Twitter and made herself the victim of the situation. That she's been victimized from this. And this was back in 2019. This is some ish, y'all. This is some ish. In response, Simone told Zhou that she should use a dating service. So the man that you're hitting on and that you hired is telling you, girl, go use a dating service. Zhou said that she cannot use a dating app because she's a public person. Zhou also said that she uses an agency, but the agency is for long-term relations, not fuck buddies. Then Zhou became even more direct. Do you have a fuck buddy? I'm alone, no partner. Simone tried to ignore Zhou's harassing comments that made Zhou more frustrated. Zhou then asked him, are you asexual or gay? So now he doesn't want to have S with you. So then the man's got to be gay because he don't want to mess with you. What are we doing? He don't want to do it with you. So the man got to be gay. The lady is a nutcase. I had to tell you guys, because a lot of you guys in my comments were like, he's weaponizing ICE. Is he? We don't even have the full message. I don't know if I trust this at all. He says, are you asexual or gay? Or are you only box, no F? No, y'all know what I mean. So it further goes in the messages. I guess there was on May 3rd, 2019, Anthony suggested a hike as part of their private training sessions. Zhou immediately tried to parlay the hike into a sexual encounter. I crave for you, LOL. Hike, then chat, and F is a good plan for me. I'm very open and have good relations with my team. We talk S all day, LOL, and joke. And my sign is Scorpio, so we see the world all through sex, LOL. Shout out to the Scorpios, but if y'all doing too much like this, I'm cancel that membership. Mouth drop, right? Mouth drop. Y'all should have seen me when I was like, I got to tell my people this. I got to tell my people this. But again, this is by the way, my understanding is that they had a mediation in the conference, and then there was nothing else after that, which kind of makes me wonder if there was like a quiet, silent settlement from all of this. Okay. But Zhou, you should really be public about the fact that you also allegedly made this man into a MeToo situation in 2019, right? How presumptuous of her, right? This some ain't right, y'all. So I had to show you. And it further goes. Simone tried to ignore Zhou's harassing comments that made Zhou more frustrated. Zhou then asked him, are you okay? Wait, we read that part. Sorry. So then she says that she's a Scorpio. Shout out to the Scorpios, but apparently she says that all the Scorpios, that's what they think about sex. LOL. Zhou continued with her harassing comments. On May 4th, 2019, she told Simone, may I be honest? I watch you box. You make me so horny. Maybe, or corny, maybe one day we will be 24/7 with me. Smiley face. Then later that day, she said, could F you with or without abs, LOL. And on May 5th, 2019, she said, maybe you can be my F buddy, LOL. You could be my hike and F buddy, LOL. Simone again ignored Zhou's request for the S service. Okay. I'll be cropping this video so that I can finish the rest of this lawsuit later on. But I told you this was going to be intense. I wasn't going to go through that lawsuit in its entirety, but it deserves to be exposed. And this is not defending Jeremy Renner or anything like that. Please know, if you're a fan, that's great. Be a fan. I don't defend. I don't. But like I said, and I'm going to say it again. You're a Scorpio? LOL. Enough said. Yo, she just made all the Scorpios. Shout out to the Scorpios. Isn't it like your birthday month this month? Isn't it the Scorpio birthday month? I'm sorry, Scorpios. Shout out to my wonderful Scorpios, but apparently she told on you guys. She told on you guys. I think that lawsuit needs to be exposed. So I'm going to be reading it. I'm going to be copying some of this video and whatnot. I think it's important, but I think that the lesson is here. Now, again, Jeremy Renner, whatever he decides to do, I'm not here to defend any of, Jeremy Renner. I don't know him, right? And I'm not. But I think it's important for people to understand that both men and women can become victims of this. That doesn't mean that, one is better than the other. It doesn't mean none of that. But we have to, when we're looking at allegations like this, take a step back and figure out, oh shit, like the person that's making these allegations, well, what does this look like? The intent behind, and like I said, I came in here believing everything that she put out. I really, really did, because we want to believe, but it makes me mad when people misuse things like this. And that's what it is. It's a misuse. It's a misuse of our outrage. Okay. So I'll be reading that lawsuit and maybe even doing a separate pre-recorded video on that. Y'all let me know what you guys think. Yeah. Shout out to, it's a Scorpio birthday month, right? It's okay to question it. It doesn't make you a bad person to question things. That's what people need to understand. It's okay to question when something doesn't make sense. You expect the same from a law enforcement official who is investigating allegations, okay? It's important to question everything. It just is. You're not victim blaming. You're not shaming. You're investigating. You're being logical about it. Because that takes, in some of us that have had trauma like sexual assault, it's very easy for us to get tunnel vision of one thing only. Okay. Shout out to everybody in the chat. All right. Whew, that was deep. I didn't know how I was going to deliver that. Now we got to move on we got to talk about David. that was like, ooh, I don't know, man. I'm glad that I told everybody. Shout out to everybody in the chat, y'all. Absolutely. Okay. Let's talk about David. So, Thursday was your birthday. Well, shout out to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Well, my birthday is in December. So shout out to the Scorpios, but your birthday's month is almost done. We got Thanksgiving. Well, whenever the Scorpio ends. And then we got, the wonderful Sagittariuses. Shout out to the Sagittariuses. All right. Let me shout out some people before we start on David. Justice Gypsy, thank you for becoming a member, love. Shout out to you. Thank you. James says she wanted fame and she got it. Ooh, James. Thank you. Thank you. Did you read the article about the Native American lady that was arrested and threatened? Those, like I said, this is why it interests me when I first heard about it, because of the ICE, because I take that very on and heavily, like I said, being first generation and having, people in my corner that are directly affected by anything ICE. Some of us see things a little bit different. Some of us that are hardworking, pay their taxes, pay their bills, and don't break the law. It's a real thing. So she weaponized that, and shame on her for that. There's no resolution to that, in my opinion. That's just how I see it. And this is a good example of that you're taking opportunity from other people to expose the things that they're going through. That's how I see it. Thank you so much, James, for this super sticker. Canvas and Crime. I haven't seen you in a minute. I hope you're well. I have missed you. I have missed you too, love. Thank you so much for being a member for 18 months. And thank you for gifting 10 memberships. Thank you, love. Thank you. Appreciate it. Nurse Janice, member for 10 months. Thank you. Thank you, Nurse Janice. Nurse Janice, I saw you in the comments on, Nate the Lawyer. Shout out to y'all. Make sure you guys, I don't know if you guys know Nate the Lawyer. Go to his channel, Nate the Lawyer, amazing law tuber, one of my favorites, favorite law tubers. He had to go in emergency surgery. They found like a brain tumor growing, and he literally did like a 3-minute video talking about it. I'm in shock. Y'all, Nate the Lawyer is amazing. His breakdowns, Love Nate the lawyer. I really do. Been following him for a long time. When I'm like, he's like such a down-to-earth law tuber. That's why I like him. But anyways, yeah, make sure you guys go send him some love. Sarah Adams, PhD in communications, for that speech. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. Woo. Thank you, Sarah, for the $5. Let's talk about David, guys. We got to move on. We have to move on, y'all. Okay, so a lot of things happened yesterday. So somebody sent me a couple emails that I was sent yesterday. Somebody sent me a very interesting email, right? And I'm going to see if I can go. Why is it showing me? The Redditors, the Redditors. Shout out to the Redditors, y'all. Y'all are amazing. Thank you guys for keeping it real. Some of you guys. So apparently, there was somebody that posted, and I did a video yesterday of like this image, right? Some people are saying that the image is fake of Celeste. I can't tell you whether it's real or fake. They kind of went in there and they were looking at this image and they were saying, well, this is Celeste. It looks like Celeste at the concert, right? And what people are doing is that they're going back and they're literally checking kind of like where you know, the stage where the fans, the direct family might be at. Celeste's new Fonda Theater footage shows her wearing the same clothes seen in the post on the Yahoo 7 and Hello Kitty Life Grr account, while also being near David, D4VD's management team, at side stage. So the new footage captures Celeste at the Fonda Theater and in timeline wise, we're talking about June 28, 2024, second night, where she can be seen coming to the side of the stage right at the beginning of David's performance. She's standing with David's D4VD crew day-to-day manager, Robert Morgan Roth? And the next to him is Elaine Cooperstein, along with the other crew and members. She was only at the side stage for a short time after that. I'd assume she went to sit with David, D4VD family, since he was already given a shout out to her mom in the crowd. On the first show night, June 27, 2024, she was wearing a black hoodie with pink leggings. But the next day, she wore a gray hoodie and sweatpants, matching the outfit she posted on her Instagram and TikTok. Yahoo 7, the other Hello Kitty name, while covering her face. After this, it's hard to ignore that the Yahoo appears to be Celeste, especially since she's wearing the same gray hoodie. You can also see her red hair. On this day, the photo booth session for D4VD main group Aisha, Neo, and Celeste Herrera also took place, which further confirms that they were aware of Celeste being there, but were obviously trying to keep her low key. And that's the thing. They were trying to keep her low key. That's what the say is. This pretty much shows that Robert Lane and the rest of D4VD core team clearly knew Celeste. So it's not something that could really be denied at this point. So they do show us a video now. Because of the music, I gotta be careful. This is, remember that picture with the pink leggings that she was wearing, y'all? Why do they keep calling the photos footage? It irks me. You know what? They should just call it a photo, Madison. Actually, you're right. They should just call it a photo, because it's not. I'm thinking footage is like video, right? So it's not that. But she definitely looks like Celeste right there in that bar. Well, I don't know if it is, right? And all I could say is she looks like, and somehow in the crowd, they were able to make that the person in the crowd right there with the black hoodie is Celeste. That is a stretch to me, but I understand where they're coming from with this. And a lot of this, like I said, is speculation. We don't know, okay? They're saying that this is Celeste gray sweatpants at the Fonda. And if any of this is correct, what does this mean? Well, at the Fonda, there was family. There was the entourage. People were near and close, and maybe they were keeping her hiding, allegedly, so that people weren't aware that she was around. And then there's this very specific photo where she's like by the curtain next to Lane Cooperstein, and people have said, well, that looks AI. I don't know. They're saying that this is Celeste right here on the bottom. Sorry, I almost clicked off. On the bottom, which I'm like, is it? I don't, how can you tell? See if I can make myself smaller here. I'm gonna try to take the comments off real quick so you guys can see it, because I know it's kind of hard. Everybody knew. You said I made a comparison with Celeste's hands, and those hands on the photo, they look the same to me. Do they? Was it like a tattoo? Because I'm like, how do y'all do this? I don't know. Like, some people are really able to tell what's going on. You said allegedly, everybody knew, everybody knows, everybody knew, everybody knows. Oh, Puff Daddy. I'm like, I don't know why you mentioned Puff Daddy, but okay. You said, I think everybody knew. They kind of kept her low key, right? Look at the description. They posted a video there. I will, Neymar. Thank you so much, Neymar, for emailing me. Now, hold up. Let me go. So there's a picture of Celeste in a bun, but I don't think that's Celeste at the concert, right? She just happens to have a bun. And so it looks like visible red hair. They're all making it's comparisons. It looks interesting, y'all. Red hair, same hoodie, the Yahoo for Life and IG TikTok. These are just some pictures at the Fonda Theater. Okay. David Show, June 28, 2024, second day. Okay. Lainey C, dark room label. Robert M is there. And then they kind of show the whole entourage. Did David's mom travel with the entourage? Or did she meet him there? How did all of this go down? And then, I mean, they're willing to take pictures with all of them, but Celeste is not in any of these pictures, right? Keep that in mind. Now, it further goes. Celeste video. This is the video. Now, I got to be careful because, hold up. See if I can show y'all. It's a 2-minute video. Oh, Celeste gray hoodie. Hold up. Did they slow it down? Hopefully. They do. Let me go back a little bit. Oh no. Okay, hold up. Let me see if I can mute it. And I gotta be careful, y'all, because of the music copywritten. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, please. And thank you. Take a moment, go hit the like button. I forgot to tell you guys that. Please, thank you. Do they capture her more, or at least what they think it's her? Let's see. There are different people that are saying different things. So again, this is him performing at the stage. So they're thinking that she's somewhere out there. There she is walking. You see somebody walking there, and it's actually very visible. They think that that's Celeste. We need to, I wish we would have blown this up a little bit more. Hold up. See, here it is. Celeste enters the stage, the side stage. There is times where he looks off stage to kind of, I mean, they're saying that this is Celeste, y'all. Now that right there, for a moment, I'd be like, oh shit. But it's kind of hard. Like, if they're trying to keep this child hidden, which I'm like, yeah, they really, they really did it. I don't know, man. Allegedly, I don't know. Because, and then the parents are there. Who knows who else attended there? We don't, like, it's just so much. The unknown is crazy to me. That looks like you said that looks like a guy? Huh. Okay. Maybe. They're saying it's Celeste. I mean, it could look like a guy. Like I said, I don't know. I haven't confirmed any of this. Robert M guy is there, the manager, which I expect him to be there. So how long could they have kept her hidden? I mean, they go back to the same video. It's just crazy, man. What do you guys make of that? Could that have been her? I mean, there's footage of her when she went to Caesar's Palace, and he was touring. So I don't know. Maybe it's just confirmation bias, and that's the thing that people need to understand. Confirmation bias is a real thing, so people do need to be like mindful that it kind of happened to us. Let me stop it right here. It kind of happened to us very early on where we were trying to figure out, well, the Celeste and how many Celeste do we have and everything. It's very telling that he picks a certain kind of a girl, right? Like he's got a type that he likes, very specific type that he likes, right? I think that says something. Hold up. Now let me see if I want to go. This is the one that I want to go to. This is that one where people were in my comments and they said that they thought that this was AI. I can't confirm this. This is why I said that in my video. I don't know if it's AI or not. It's very pixelated, so it makes it kind of hard to know. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So this right here, and this is the part I think somebody said in the comments, this does not look like a very natural, looks like a crop. That's what people said. But people that were looking into this actually said, no, this is real. And I have a link of somebody who took the picture and was saying that this was a real thing. There she is up on the stage. There's a Lainey Cooperstein lady. This is the same. This, if you look at it here, this is when David's sister was on stage. And right here, you can actually see Celeste here. And this looks kind of more of a natural picture. When he zoomed in, it looks like cropped. It doesn't look fake to me from here, but I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't be able to tell if Celeste is there or not, right? Looking at this, I wouldn't be able to say that's Celeste for sure, 1000%. I wouldn't. Because it's like I'm trying to find, it's like we're finding Waldo, guys. It's kind of getting at this point where we're looking at pictures and it's so hard to tell. You think it's enhanced? Ghostly? People have said that they felt like it looks weird. Organic just looks more enhanced. On the first one, some people said that this was cropped. I don't know. I can't tell you whether it was. If the photo is cropped, then where is the original? I think this is the original. Now, let me see, make sure, because I did save the link to this. Hold up. Oh, interesting. I did save the link to this. Where'd it go? Sorry, I'm getting some messages too and getting distracted. Okay, that's that, but where's the link to the other one? Yeah, no, that doesn't say anything. There was okay, it might be on the other. There's just so many D4VDs thing. Okay. Oh, no, I was right on it. Here it is. So I found the photo of Celeste backstage on David's Discord server. It's actually real. It was posted in 2024, June 28th. So this person right here said, because you guys have to remember that some of the people, shout out to the Redditors, especially those that are closely connected to the Discord, okay? Because I kind of believe those, my DMs are blowing up. Are y'all messaging me? Who has been blowing up Rabbit on the Discord stream? I know, what's going on? Y'all hear it? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, everybody's blowing me up. Maybe I need to close it down. My bad. The Discord, the people, some of the Redditors that are there are the ones from the Discord. So shout out to you guys, because you guys are the ones that are legit bringing some of these things because you belong to the Discord. Either you were there before all of this went down. Okay. So I tend to believe that, but there are some Redditors, and like in any kind of subreddit or Reddit page, you're going to find people that are just there to start shit, period. I have not, I've seen that maybe he's doing some searches and stuff, so I kind of don't want to really bother the man because he is a busy guy. but I have not reached out to him, not recently at least. The last I heard was when the email. That's the last time I heard from him. Yeah, and I think, again, shout out to the Redditors that are really knowing, like, who is the chaos demon, right? Because, like I said, Reddit gets a bad rap for the bullshit, but some of these people were actually there. So, like, this person right here says, I found the photos of Celeste backstage on David's Discord server. It's actually real. It was posted in 2024, June 28th. So, oh, damn it, I always do that. Is this it? Yeah. So they go, let's see if we can go here. And they're going to show us where in the Discord, okay? Tour Talk. So they go to Tour Talk. They're going to it, media. So these are photos that, who uploaded these photos? Was it David? Was it somebody in the entourage? Who uploaded these photos into the Discord, okay? Okay, look, these are there. So I think, look, they're going all the way down. This is somebody that has access, because if you go to the David Discord, you cannot just go in there. And you see the photo right there. There it is. Right there. Okay. That's the original photo. And you see Celeste there. I think the problem is that when they did the enhancement, it just looks cropped. So in my opinion, I think it's real, you know? We have one of the hardworking Redditors in the chat. Really? Oh my God. Well, shout out to, is it Ginny? Jinn, Ginny? Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for keeping it 1,000 over there. Literally, like I said, y'all have some chaos people. I noticed it, but you guys really try to, you know, do your best. So the girl next to her looks longer, in my opinion, by the light, right? So shout out to the person that posted that, because I can't confirm it, and it's not my confirmation. I'm not in the Discord, so I have to be very careful. And the reason I'm speaking the way that I am is, you know, clearly for legal reasons. I cannot confirm, and everything that's said is alleged. As Tasha K would say, even my name is alleged. So even my name is alleged. So I think it's important. It's a disclaimer, but they're showing us where they got it from. Okay, keep that in mind. Let's keep going. Hold on. And then, see, they zoom in. There you go. From the Discord directly, there's a zoom in. I think where the people felt like it was possibly AI is because when they zoomed it, they did the pixelated and it cropped it. And it made it look so off. Yeah, it made it look so odd. It did, especially when you like crop it. Y'all see that? Everybody sees that, okay? So they zoom back. This receipt is very good, by the way. Thank you for the person that posted this. Really do appreciate it. But like I said, some of these people are people that were in the, you know, they're trying to do right by the situation. They're trying to help however they can, right? And shout out to them, because I think that, you know, some of the people, and I could say this based on a couple people that have messaged me, some of the people did not know that Celeste was in the Discord. They didn't know that she was underage. If she was, they didn't know she was underage. I truly believe that. As a mom who has a teenage son, you know, he went through a rebellious streak too. So I get it. And I'm about to have another, you know, in a couple years, we'll probably have another teenager here pretty soon. And then there's baby buddy, right? It's very important, you know, when you have people that realize, you know, that this is a really bad situation, that come up and speak out and drop whatever they need to, because I'm here for it. And shout out to you guys. And I truly do believe that this does put some pressure on people. So shout out to the Redditors and those people that are doing right by the situation. Puzzle pieces getting in place. Thank you to the real Reddit peeps. Yeah. And, you know, we see you guys. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. And shout out to you guys. And especially the person that puts the timestamp on these videos, because y'all know I talk and I'm not medicated. Okay. So again, this is back there. They go down there. And I really try. It's so much better when we can speculate less. But, you know, stuff does happen. We do speculate. We don't always know everything. There it is. There's a clip photo. I think it's, and it gives you the day. Hold up. This says June 28th, 2024, 6:44. Okay. Gives you a date timestamp. All right. And I mean, she was there. Who knew she was there? Who if she needed fake IDs, now this is, allegedly, she needed fake IDs. I mean, maybe it's to get it to these places, right? If she would be carded and stuff like that. It's not that David didn't have access to resources to make that happen, It's a thing. Like maybe she just got around and got around a lot of shit, Celeste made another Discord account, Yay Yahoo 7, after all the missing person posters. That's interesting. I sent you the link to the other Reddit video. Okay. And Flo Joe, I did see. Hold up. Are you talking about this one right here? This one is mute. Let me see if it's music playing. I saw this. Hold up. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. This one, y'all. So this is in the D4VD. Okay, you can see D4VD or David on the bed.
My gosh. Oh my gosh. Think that you actually did this?
No, is this D4VD? That don't look like D4VD. Who is that? That does not look like him. Is it? It looked like it for a minute, but it doesn't anymore. You said wouldn't need one if people were told she was with his family. Easy people to say with friends. You're right. She wouldn't need a fake ID, Kayla. You're right. This case is insane. This was from a TikTok trend, wasn't it? What was the trend? You guys, shout out to the young people. You guys have to explain this to me. I'm a millennial, okay? I'm just not in the trend anymore. What's trending to you now, it's not trending to me anymore. So it says that this is an edited repost since I didn't realize this was a viral trend. Okay, it was a viral trend about surprising your girlfriend. We see David. So that was David. How come it didn't look like him for a minute? He's standing on the bed in the Doheny house with his pants sagging to his ankles. We also see an elaborate display of gifts in the video: cash, bracelets, Yeezy clothing, pink shorts, a Hello Kitty, Pokemon cards, as well as 2 other unidentified items. Somebody did crop those photos. Look at all that money. I mean, damn. You said I'm too old for the trends too. I mean, the guy had money, You said the bro got toddler legs. He's on the pit. Yeah, it was from a TikTok trend, right? Yeah, I could see this too. She didn't get along with her family. Her parents probably tried to report her by missing. She seems like a fighter. I know she fought before they unalived her. Ooh, allegedly. Oh, no, man. The fact that there were photos of them posted on Snapchat, surely her parents. Right. Like, come on. She was everywhere. I know, Rachel, and not the toddler legs. It's a different style, y'all. People go through it. At first, I remember at one point it was the skinny jeans. The skinny jeans was like a thing, right? Hold up. Let me close my mail because it's not showing me my entire mailbox. Where's the mail? Okay, here it is. I don't know why my mail disappeared. Flojo messaged me. This is supposedly the girl who has the red David tattoo on her ring finger. Also, someone who supposedly was posting photos and videos to Celeste Yahoo, what is it? Yay, woo, hi, whatever account. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yahoo 7 TikTok account. So she had access to the account. Who the hell is this? She don't look like a minor to me. Let me see if I can find this on Reddit. I didn't get the link. Posted on the idiots, the David idiots. Did y'all see that too? Hold up, let's see. Is this it? Hold up. Nope. 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 Here it is. I'm going through so many Reddits, guys. I think there's like 5 or 4 of them now. So this is, we've already shown this part of video. New Celeste sighting. We saw this. Let me see if I can go to the newest. Not best, newest. See if that'll help me be able to find things. Steve Fisher posting things. Celeste and David on the night of December 30th, 2024, Los Angeles downtown. Let's see if I can search for the name. You pancakes and grapes. All right. I don't see it. Flojo, if you have the link, can you send it to me so I can show it to everybody? Because I can't show, I don't want to show the emails. Y'all, then I'll be showing all my emails and I can't do that. This is called, oh, hold up. I'm getting called by the sitter. 1 second. The sitter calls. The sitter calls. Hold up, y'all, because I gotta see if I can find it. I can't find it. See if hold up. Maybe I'll show you guys some pictures I just showed, or some of that were downloaded from that email. So there's this, the tattoos. So oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, I got that. I got that Discord call already. I think we talked about it. Yeah, we got that. We have those links. I'm looking for this specifically. It's okay. I'm just going to download the photos for now. So, yeah, Flojo says, this is supposedly the girl who has the red David tattoo on her ring finger. Also, someone who supposedly was posting photos and video calls on the Celeste Woohoo 7 TikTok account. So this is somebody in that. And then here's another picture that I'm going to show you guys. I'm sure you guys have probably already seen this. I don't think I'm showing you guys anything different. Share screen. Here it is. Here's another one. There's a tattoo, the red tattoo. What if he had more than one girl with the same red tattoo? What if there's more than, I don't know, 3 girls? I'm just thinking, what if this is like a tattoo thing that, is it possible that he had multiple girls with the same tattoo? I mean, some people would call that branding, but what do I know? But is it possible that that's what that tattoo was? What if there was because it's an industry tattoo, right? You think that there's more girls? I mean, show you another one. But I mean, is there more girls, same tattoos? I don't know, man. That's what they call it. When somebody, when there's a tattoo like this, it's called branding. There's that. Anything is possible, guys. Anything is possible. I mean, he had a type. I mean, he liked the curly hair, curly wavy hair, Latina. So it's different. Anything is possible. You said Rihanna started this tattoo trend in 2008. There was a Rihanna, but there was another person, right? Ames. So there was a couple of them. Yeah. All right, guys. I do have to let you guys go because I gotta go and tend to baby bunny. But I really do appreciate everybody. Again, I apologize for being late. Yes, I was late. Forgive me. Okay. Don't punish me by not hitting the like button. Hit the like button. Support. Shout out to everybody in the chat, guys. We really, really, really. Oh my God, not rabbit fun, tattoo fun. Thank you, Luigi. Yo, thank you, Luigi. Booty lover. Thank you, my love. I really appreciate everybody. You guys, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. And I'll see you guys on the next one. And let me know what you guys think about everything we covered, because we covered a lot today. At least 3 topics, but they were intense. I really love you guys. Thank you guys so much. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Bye, guys.